This is Ben Ayers with your Everest.Live monthly update for December 2025. After a remarkably clear and golden fall here in Kathmandu, the weather's starting to grow cold, and the winter smog and haze are sort of settling in against the Himalayas. Much of this pollution is from agricultural burning and coal-fired power plants in India, actually, but industrial and vehicle pollution here in Kathmandu certainly contributes. On the good side of this, interestingly, Nepal is importing electric vehicles at an unprecedented rate. Many estimates say that 75% of the cars purchased in Nepal this year are all fully electric. But I digress. In the Himalayas and the smoggy Himalayas, there isn't a whole lot happening this winter. The only real 8,000-meter expedition that I know of is Simone Moro's seventh attempt at pulling off an alpine-style ascent of Manaslu. This year, he's bringing along 19-year-old Nima Rinji Sherpa, who's known for being the youngest person to climb all 14 peaks. There's a 39-year age gap between the two, and they're also going to be joined by Polish filmmaker and alpinist Oswald Piera, if I'm saying that right. This is his third attempt on Manaslu in the winter as well. Manaslu is one of those peaks that's seen as sort of a training peak for Everest. It's a relatively easy, quote unquote, 8,000-meter peak to climb in the fall. But in the winter, the conditions are incredibly different, and it's a whole different can of worms for Simone. So I wish the team all the best. They're acclimatizing on Mira Peak as we speak, and I just hope that they make good decisions and are safe up there. And honestly, that's pretty much it for our Everest updates. The expedition outfitters are gearing up for a busy spring season. As far as we can tell, the proposed rules that came in at the end of the season last year, where the Nepal government floated the idea of requiring Everest climbers to have proof of a previous 7,000-meter ascent, those rules have not become law, and it doesn't seem like they will be enforced during the season this coming spring. Other things that are worth keeping an eye on, there's an interesting story which I've meant to follow up on for a while, which is that back, almost a year ago, Nepal decided they were going to add 6 peaks to the list of mountains that rise above 8,000 meters. That would bring the total in the world to 20, up from the current 14. This is something that's still working its way through the twisted halls of Nepali government. But if it does pass and it is accepted by the UIAA, which is like the international sort of climbing organization, that will totally upend everything for record-seeking mountaineers. These 6 peaks, interestingly enough, are not without controversy. They are all part of existing 8,000-meter massifs. They're sub-peaks, 2 of them under Lhotse and 4 on Kanchenjunga. So there's a big debate are these actually new mountains, or are they just minor peaks on existing mountains? I assume we're going to be debating this for a while, although the Nepali team does claim that they meet the criteria set out by the UIAA of having a distinct route to the top and at least 500 meters between the 2 closest summits and the col in between. So let's see what happens, but, we may be seeing something like 20 peaks challenge in the coming years. Let's see. So that's about it. We're looking at a slow winter, but if anything exciting happens, you'll hear about it here at Everest Live.